Hello, I'm Jeff Siegel. Welcome to SantaAnita.com. Welcome to our Sunday video seminar as we look at all 9 races on the Santa Anita program. No grass racing today, so we will concentrate on the main track, all the races on the main track. And the main track probably going to be maybe good to fast, I would say. It was sealed last night, so the heavy rains came. There was a lot of moisture on the track this morning, but it got a good seal. So I think we're going to be in good shape for the main track today. And the first race is a mile claiming event, 12.5 for fillies and mares. Number 6 on your program is the class-dropping Dextera. And this is a mare who obviously was good enough to win, more than good enough to win a race like this in her past form. Returns with blinkers off here for Bob Hess, and I'm not sure I trust her. I mean, she has trained reasonably well since her last race, but this is a 2-time stakes winner being risked for a rather modest tag, and I just wonder how many races she has left in her and whether or not she's the same horse now as she was even late last fall. So 9 to 5 on the morning line. I'm not real sure this is a great gambling race, so I'm going to pass the first race and jump ahead to race number 2. This is a maiden claiming event. These are 3-year-olds, and number 4 on your program is a horse named Whole Lotta Congrats, who had a run in straight maiden company in his only prior start. Had some speed and faded, now shows up in the maiden 30 ranks with Rosario for Doug O'Neill, and I guess he looks logical, but he's also 8 to 5 on the morning line. Doesn't really present any great value here at all. I'm not sure there's much depth to this field, so I'm going to pass race number 2 as well. Third race, claiming event, and we've got not a whole lot to deal with here other than number 7, Syllabus, and again, you're handicapping health more than anything else. You can look at the form and know that Syllabus is the best horse in the race. He's got the strongest numbers. He's good consistent form. But he's also showing up here for $8,000. This is the bottom of the barrel. And how many races he has left in him, I don't know. They're obviously giving him away here. He did train well since his last race, and Rosario rides him back, so that's a positive. But again, at the price 6 to 5 on the morning line, there really isn't any value here. There's no edge. So again, another race I'm going to sit out and pass. Fourth race kicks off the pick 6. Now maybe we can get a little interested, although this race decimated by scratches. It was originally supposed to be run a mile on the grass. It's now off the grass course onto the main track. Number of scratches doesn't leave us with a whole lot left. I like number 1, Sterling Outlook, to stretch out and win this race. Now, he has one prior race 2 turning as a 2-year-old in the Norfolk, and he stopped that day, but I don't think that really was a true indication of what he can do at this distance. His recent sprints on grass have been good, very solid, numbers are good. This is obviously his first start on the dirt, but from that inside post with Gomez, he's going to get a great trip. Not a whole lot of effective late speed, so I think Sterling Outlook should be on or near the lead throughout. And if he can project his sprint form to this distance, and I think he can, then I think Sterling Outlook can win this race. So let's go with number 1, Sterling Outlook as a straight play, and Rolling Exotic in today's 4th race. It's number 1, Sterling Outlook. Moving now to the 5th race, and this is a race that I'm going to definitely use as many as I can afford to use. It's a maiden race where I don't really have a great feel for it. Number 4, Piney River, 6 to 5 on the morning line. I don't know whether I trust her or not. I mean, she ran well last time out. The 74 bar number that she earned is an okay number. It's not great for a maiden. But unless some of these firsters can run, the known element really isn't all that much. You've got a first-time starter from Carl Callahan's barn named Running Isabella. She's got some decent work showing. You've got Swiss Charm, blinkers on, 3rd-time starter for Owen Hardy. You've got a horse named Brave Journey, who's 20 to 1 in the morning line. Looks like she might be able to run a little bit. It's hard to say. So, and Warren's today, firster from the Gutierrez barn, who's got some workout times that look okay as well. So, I don't know. This is just not a good gambling race for me. Piney River, blinkers off, 6 to 5. She might be something in a nothing race, and if that's the case, she'll probably win. She's not the kind of horse that I like to take a short price on, but unless I can find something to beat her, you know, there's not a whole lot we can say about it. So another race I'm just not real interested in diving into. You could spread and try to get the favorite beat if you'd like, if you're playing the Rolling Exotics like a pick 3 or pick 6, or you can sit out and pass, or just single Pine River and keep your fingers crossed. Either way, not really attractive for me. All right, so moving to the 6th race. This race we can spread a little bit. using numbers 1, 2, and 4 in an exacta or trifecta box. Number 1 is Lost Prophet. Number 2 is To the Batcave. Number 4 is Dos Viente. So those are the three I would use if you're playing any kind of rolling exotic like a pick 4, and all three can be used in an exacta or trifecta box. Lost Prophet is down on the inside. This is a horse that's coming off a sprint in which it was wide. She didn't really get into the race, but she's got more early speed than she showed last time. If she breaks running today with Rosario riding her back, she's right in the thick of things. So give Lost Prophet a chance to bounce back. Number 2, To the Batcave, good form up north. That Tapeta to main track, or Tapeta to dirt angle, I really do like that. And To the Batcave racing at Golden Gate on the synthetic, shows up here on the dirt, and with enough early speed to be right in the thick of things throughout. 3-1 and a very solid contender with Talamo. That's number 2, To the Batcave. Number 4, Dos Viente with P-Val. First off the claim here for Linda Micas. Blinkers going on. Now, she's warned them before. Recent form, a little disappointing. She didn't really look good last time out. She was lugging out, but the blinkers go back on. She's got some back numbers. And switching to P-Val, I'm just not prepared to let Dos Viente beat me. So I'll throw her in. And at 6-1, she's probably a decent price there. So you can afford to use her in any kind of rolling exotics that you'd like. So the numbers here are 1, 2, and 4. Lost Prophet, To the Batcave, and Dos Viente. Use all three in your late pick 4 and any other rolling exotic you may want to play. 7th race, I'm looking at, well, not a whole lot in here. There are 3 main contenders that I'm looking at, and again, those that have raced not all that impressive. Number 4, Warren's Lady, the best in the known element, speed, fade in her only start. That was going 6.5. Now she's backing up to 5.5 today. So got to think with that race under her belt, she's going to stick a lot better, especially at this shortened trip. So definitely use number 4, Warren's Lady. The 2 firsters I'd look at, number 3, Tribal Mistress, daughter of Tribal Rule in the Mike Pipey barn, has a bullet 46 flat gate work showing. That's impressive. And number 8, Maggie McGowan from the Doug O'Neill barn, a daughter of Salt Lake, who's been looking good in the morning as well. So both of these fillies, the firsters, number 3, Tribal Mistress, and number 8, Maggie McGowan, look very live and very well meant. Then you have the best in the known element, number 4, Warren's Lady. Those are the 3 I'm going to use. Again, numbers 3, 4, and 8. Pretty good exacta or trifecta box there. And again, use all 3 in all of your rolling exotics, including your late best play pick 4. 8th race is a San Vicente. Got a couple of scratches here. Number 2, Metropolitan Man not running, as is Oakcrest Drive, also scratched. So they take out Metropolitan Man and Oakcrest Drive. A lot of speed in this race. We know the factors in here. Very impressive in his maiden win. Ran 106 and change. Freshened and training well for his return. But you've got other speed in here that can run with him. City Cool is very, very quick, and he will keep him busy for sure. I think you'll see Sinai draft in behind them. He had the rail last time, got stuck on the inside, and he actually had a 3-hole, but he got stuck on the rail and never really got a clear path. Blinkers going off, continuing to train well. Bejarano riding him back. I think Sinai's got a real good chance to sit back and blast home, especially if the pace is as quick as I think it's going to be. And Sway Away, the comebacker in the Jeff Bondi barn, showed some quality last year, won his debut, very good second in the best pal. He's trained like he's fit and ready with Gomez, so he could be blasting home. So you've got maybe the 2 legitimate late threats here. Number 3, Sway Away. Number 4, Sinai. Then perhaps the best of the speed is number 7, The Factor. So it comes down 3, 4, and 7 for me if you're playing a tri-box, and definitely use all 3 in your rolling exotics, including your late best play pick 4. 9th and final, not much in here. Maiden claiming race for 3-year-old fillies going 5/8 of a mile. Number 1, Sparrow. First off the claim for Sadler, who took this filly last year at Del Mar. Now he brings her back about the same level. Seems to be training well. Inside draw with Rosario, and if she breaks running from the rail, she's going to most certainly show more speed than she showed in her only start last year when she was a much troubled 3rd. Not much depth in here. 2-1 in the morning line, that seems about right. So Sparrow looks to me like a potential single if you're playing the pick 6. The only other horse you may consider, number 3, Rolling Tide, who was far back in a straight maiden down the hill after showing some speed, but this is a huge drop from straight maiden to maiden claiming, so obviously Rolling Tide has a much better chance to stick around today than she did in either one of her first 2 starts. But having said that, I think Sparrow is the one, so let's go with number 1, Sparrow. as our single, rolling exotic single in today's 9th race. That's number 1, Sparrow. And that wraps it up for today. Don't forget, we've got President's Day special Monday racing tomorrow right here at Santa Anita. So until then, this is Jeff Siegel for SantaAnita.com. Best of luck today at the races.